Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just got in. I was outside. The girl was outside. It is Saturday night, so I just got in, but I wanted to make a video for you guys because you know that I come up with these topics when I'm just doing the most random things. So I was out having a drink with a friend and I got to thinking about what kind of gets us motivated, and it sparked a pretty good conversation between me and my friend, and I wanted to share a few of my thoughts with you guys. So I was thinking about what drives us to be motivated to go after our goals, to make certain changes in our lives. What is it that is the motivator for us to be that deciding factor if we're actually going to move forward in our life in the way of changing ourselves? And I believe we are kind of motivated by either pain or pleasure. I feel like I've read this somewhere before, but it just kind of came across my mind because considering me overcoming some of the things that I've overcome, I know that I will really get moving once I really start to feel the pain of like not having, of not being, of not doing something. That really is a driving factor for me. And I believe the majority of us operate off of being motivated by pain. And because it comes from sometimes us looking at things or finding the need to fix things, or coming from a needy space of needing something to fix up because we don't want to turn inward and look at ourselves to see the things that we need to fix. So we feel like by doing outside work, or those of us in the entrepreneur field especially, we kind of go on this little rampage to do all these things, some of them that have no benefit to our business. And we just do a whole bunch of busy work or do a lot of things so that way we can avoid dealing with ourselves. But not also that, like, our motivator is just operating in chaos energy and creating that chaos energy because we feel that if we conquer something hard enough, that makes us feel successful, that feels like a accomplishment. But I remember once I moved here, and I was starting over and I was picking up in my life. I remember it was at a time where I was very just jaded in life, jaded in love, just like I threw myself into work basically to get a lot of the results that I got. And I had a certain financial goal within my business once I moved and started over. And once I hit that goal, I didn't even realize that I had hit the goal. I think it was about 8 months into me moving in, I had already passed the goal. And by then I was not really looking at like what I was making. I just wanted to get the focus off of all the stuff that I was going through. I just used all that energy and I put it into my business. And I felt like I would feel I always had a vision of me feeling a certain way once I got to that certain threshold in making a certain amount of money. And I didn't already realize that I was there, but when I looked back at my numbers and I realized that I had passed it, it was kind of like crickets. Like, I didn't feel the success that I thought that I would feel. And it kind of sucks saying that because I know a lot of people when they accomplish things like go through this too, and it's not something that's spoke on a lot because of people might say, oh well, you have this or that, like there's no reason that you should feel, you know, like not accomplished. But you know, making money or having success is not what helps us to feel motivated or to feel accomplished. And that was something that I learned very quickly, and it was extremely disappointing to me. So pain is an indicator to really get us going, but I don't think that it is sustainable, if that makes sense. And if you're operated and motivated by certain pleasures, or carnal pleasures at least, then you are more of that instant gratification aspect where you just always want what you want right then and there. Like, and that could be a lot of things. Like, people are motivated by about the looks or the status or the money or the guys getting the girls, or girls getting attention from guys. Like, a lot of people are really intrinsically motivated by outer in that way. Both of them are outer. Let's just start there. Both of them, the pain aspect and the pleasure aspect, is both outer, and that's what I realized. So it's still seeking validation of things outside of you. But the more I got to thinking about it, and I was having a conversation with my friend, I was like, well, I would opt more, because I normally thrive in chaos. That's just my set point. I definitely just thrive in chaos. And pleasure for me is just very like rewarding, but I feel like I like it over time when it's something that's a little more sustainable, if that makes sense. But I think what really just started me thinking the way of like feeling that I was accomplished in my life, and what I decided to start getting motivated by, was the change in myself, like little indicators that I can see in myself. And I would relate the successes that I had on the outside, once I started looking at me accomplishing like that financial goal, as me accomplishing a step within myself that I wanted to correct, whether that was getting over heartbreak, or getting over certain things, or just becoming a better communicator. Like, even doing these videos, I've been recently thinking like, this is me, like thinking that this is success. And although I just love creating these videos for you guys, this to me is an indicator of success to me, because it is something within me that I can see the growth in, which is my communication skills and expressing myself, like, which I hardly ever did before. Like I told you guys, like I kind of just kept a lot of things in. But this to me, overcoming in that, is success. And I feel so much more gratitude for what I have, just overall in general, once I start really honoring within myself the things that I wanted to see change, the things that I wanted the new version of Autumn to experience. So that is how you kind of get into the flow of letting things be easy. Once you can turn inward on yourself and see your success outside of you, you know, you completing a project, or making a certain amount of money, like you buying your dream car, your dream home, or whatever it is, you know, getting your partner, getting married, or whatever it is that you want to do, as an indicator of you having to had changed something within you to be able to get that. You see what I'm saying? Like, because you are the only person that you can change. And maybe we'll do another video on that subject right there. But honestly, it's because you are doing something that is putting work into yourself, actually, and bringing forth the change, which just honestly is more pleasurable than anything. So I hope that this video makes sense to you guys. And, you know, if you're motivated by pain, like it will get you somewhere, you guys. It will. But once you get over that hump and you start really thinking about it, it doesn't feel like success. It just feels like, okay, it doesn't feel very life fulfilling. Okay, but if you can relate it to you overcoming something within yourself, that, you guys, is, I believe, the sweet spot. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Have a good one. Bye.